Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's topic is common errors in the use of prepositions. Prepositions are difficult to learn because they have multiple uses. So we have to learn their correct usages and guard against the common errors. For example, the preposition about cannot be used after the verb discuss. So the sentence let us not discuss about the matter is incorrect. The correction is let us not discuss the matter. No preposition to be used after the verb discuss. Then when we talk about the modes of travel, we use the phrases such as by car, by bus, by train, etc. We cannot use the article a in such phrases. So make no mistake, don't say he travelled by a car, say he travelled by car. The use of than after the words such as junior, senior, inferior or superior is also a common error. Remember, after these four words, the preposition to is used instead of than. So the sentence John is junior than me is wrong. The correction is John is junior to me. Tom is married with Rosie. This sentence seems to be correct. But the use of the preposition with after married is a common error. The correction is Tom is married to Rosie. And then we commonly say he will return after or before an hour, don't we? What's wrong with this sentence? Well, for a period or duration of time like an hour, the prepositions after or before cannot be used with a future tense. In such cases, we use the preposition in instead of the preposition after and the preposition within in place of before. He will return in an hour means he will return after the completion of an hour from now. While he will return within an hour means he will return within the period of an hour from now. However, the preposition after or before can be used for a future activity if a point of time in future is mentioned. For example, the sentence he will return before or after 5 p.m. is correct. Another common prepositional error is using the preposition for after the word congratulations. Remember, the words congratulations or congratulate is always followed by the preposition on. So congratulations for winning is wrong, congratulations on winning is correct. The next common prepositional error discussed here is grammatically very significant. The sentence he was born and brought up by wealthy parents is apparently correct, isn't it? But if you examine this sentence closely, you will realize that although the preposition by is correct after the word brought up, the word born should be followed by a separate preposition to, which is missing here. So we understand that if two words require two separate prepositions in a sentence, both of them should be clearly mentioned. So the correction is he was born to and brought up by wealthy parents. And then after the words upset or angry, the preposition on and for should not be used. After upset and angry, with is used before the person and at is used before the reason. So I was upset or angry with him at his conduct is correct. There are some verbs which are always followed by a preposition. For example, listen to, object to, look at, etc. So even in the passive voice, the preposition should be retained after such verbs. The sentence, the leader's words were not listened by his followers is incorrect. Why? Because after the verb listened in the passive voice, the preposition to is omitted here. So the correction is the leader's words were not listened to by his followers. It's also a common error to use the preposition for after the verb ordered. Hence the sentence he ordered for a beer and a sandwich is incorrect. Use no preposition after the verb ordered. He ordered a beer and a sandwich is the correct sentence. In the next example, I have been teaching from 5 p.m. The use of the preposition from is incorrect. If the verb is in present perfect continuous tense and a point of time is mentioned, the preposition since should be used and not from. So the correction is I have been teaching since 5 p.m. Now look at the next example. Before the expressions such as last Sunday, next Monday, next year, next January, etc., the preposition on is unnecessary. So the sentence I met her on last Sunday is incorrect, and the correction is I met her last Sunday. So before such expressions of days, weeks, months, years, etc., on or in should not be used. The verb to resemble means to look similar or identical. And remember, resemble is not followed by any preposition. It's a common error to use the preposition to or with after the verb resemble. Your face resembles to your mother's is wrong. The correction is your face resembles your mother's. Another very common prepositional mistake is to use the preposition about after the verb describe. Remember, the verb describe takes no preposition after it. So the sentence Mr. Wordsworth describes about nature in this poem is incorrect, and the correction is Mr. Wordsworth describes nature in this poem. But sometimes we make the common mistake of omitting the preposition to after the verb pray. Pray is always followed by to. We are praying God for his fast recovery is a common error. It should be corrected as we are praying to God for his fast recovery. So you see, some verbs always take a preposition after them, while some other verbs take no preposition after them. The verb meet also creates a confusion at times. No preposition is used after the verb meet in the sense of meeting people. So the sentence he meets with his old parents every weekend is incorrect. It should be corrected as he meets his old parents every weekend. But in certain phrases, the preposition with comes after the verb meet. For example, last night he met with an accident or he met with a tragedy is correct. Here it will be incorrect to say last night he met an accident. Again, the expressions in the day, in the afternoon, in the morning are all correct, but the phrase in the night is incorrect. Therefore, the sentence we should not remain awake in the night is wrong. Instead of in the night, we should use the phrase at night. We should not remain awake at night is the correction. Well, what's the difference between the phrases on time and in time? Remember, the phrase on time means at the pre-scheduled time or hour, whereas in time means at the appropriate time, not late. Now study the example on your screen. In the sentence, the chief guest did not come on time, so the program could not start in time. Both the phrases are incorrectly used. In fact, the chief guest had to come at the appropriate or right time so that the program could start at the pre-scheduled time. Hence, the correction is the chief guest did not come in time at the right time, so the program could not start on time at the pre-scheduled time. Next, he is very weak in science but good in maths. Remember, after the adjectives good and bad, the preposition at is used and not in. Though after certain other adjectives like weak, strong, etc., in is appropriate. So the correction is he is very weak in science but good at maths. In the sentence, please explain me the whole matter, there are two objects, the indirect object me and the direct object the whole matter. But then we do not explain a person, we explain a subject or something. So in this sentence, the direct object, the whole matter, should come right after the verb explain and the indirect object me thereafter. So this sentence should be corrected as please explain the whole matter to me. It's a common error to say I prefer coffee more than tea. After the verb prefer or the adjective preferable, the preposition to is used. For example, I prefer coffee to tea. Using the preposition into after the verb entered is also a very common prepositional mistake. No preposition should be used after the verb entered. So the sentence he entered into the haunted house at night is incorrect, and the correction is he entered the haunted house at night. This is the highest mountain peak of the world. What's wrong with this sentence? The use of the preposition of is incorrect here. The preposition in should be used in this sentence. This is the highest mountain peak in the world. Whenever we mention the name of a disease as the cause of someone's death, the preposition of should be used before it. So the sentence "he died from cancer" is incorrect, and the correction is "he died of cancer." Thus 25 common prepositional errors and their corrections were discussed in today's video. Hopefully you liked it. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you so much.